Hello again. Heavy traffic is building up around the Tetekwashi interchange as engineers begin expansion works to transform the stretch into a 10-lane highway. While the project is expected to ease congestion in the long term, drivers say the ongoing construction is already adding several extra minutes to their daily commute. The project manager for the expansion says the works are expected to last about 5 months. My colleague Adobia Asari visited the site earlier and reports.
At the Tetekwashi interchange, where expansion works are ongoing and which are meant to ease traffic in the long term, but currently drivers have to pay the price by staying longer in the traffic, by staying longer on the roads to get to where they are going to. And currently we are at the N1, where you can see the traffic starting from somewhere around La Paz down to Jolu, down to this Tetekwashi Road, to Accra Mall, and then to Shiashi, and then those who use Legon to Medina will also have to go. Now, the police have responded swiftly to come and control the free flow of traffic. So in as much as drivers will have to stay for longer periods on the road, it's not as bad as one may expect, because the police are at vantage points directing this traffic. Now, the other set of people who also have a price to pay for this expansion project are the people who are using the N4 road. That is the people from 37 Accra headed for Medina, Legon or Yarifa, that stretch. Now you can see that the lane has been reduced to 4, and the project manager tells me, the project manager of this particular ongoing project tells me that this is so because it's prudent to maintain the safety on the road.
At the moment, we have diverted the traffic to the other side. So instead of the 4 lanes using one side, and we've turned it into 2 lane. You get it. The essence of it is to just create safety for the construction for the launching of the beams on the piers. So we don't want drivers or workers to see or to be moving around when we are launching these heavy beams on the piers. It's going to take us for the next 4 to 5 months.
All things being equal, in about 5 months, everything will go back to normal. So this particular road is going to be expanded to 10 lanes. So you have a launching bridge deck here, and then on the other side there's going to be another bridge deck launched.
But it's not good.
It's a road expansion, so it's in the long term it's going to help us, right?
Oh, it's true. We are still in the traffic, so they have to do something about it.
Like what? What do you say?
Oh, the work have to go on faster and faster so that to ease traffic and all those things. So
they've given us 4 to 5 months. So what will you personally be doing to make sure you are not caught up in this? Will you be leaving home early, or what will you do?
Oh, I have to leave very early, right? But sometimes you might not know what might happen to my work, right? Yes, maybe my boss have to tell me I have to wait for a while, maybe come at this time, right? But there should be something done about it.
But you are riding. Does it affect you that much?
Yes, sometimes, because if there's no traffic, I can move fast. But if there's traffic, I can't.
So going forward, what will you be doing to ensure that you get to your destination on time?
Well, for me, I have to at least set off early to avoid the traffic. Yes, that's my option.
And farmers in the Katsina-Nankana municipality of the Upper East region are grappling with impending post-harvest losses as a glut of rice and the sharp drop in pepper prices threatening their livelihoods. The Peasant Farmers Association of Ghana is calling on the government to intervene by fulfilling its promise of purchasing locally produced food to supply senior high schools across the country. Upper East Regional Correspondent Albert Sori reports.
Large quantities of harvested paddy rice have remained unsold for months here in the Katsina-Nankana municipality, forcing farmers to store thousands of bags in warehouses and even in open spaces due to a lack of ready markets. The situation has left many farmers worried about potential spoilage and financial losses.
This rice was produced in the rainy season. I have another warehouse which last season the rice was lying there, and this year we came and added, and then we brought the surplus here. So in all, I can talk about 5,000 bags sitting there. No market. We who have warehouse have some place to keep, but those people who doesn't have warehouse, they have to keep them outside. When I give you some video of some people's rice where they have left it for animals to chop, you will sympathize with us. Paddy price of this is 250.
So one of these bags is 250 cedis.
And you not even get somebody to even ask for, not even to buy one. All that farm we went and did over there, they have not even buy a single bag.
Pepper farmers are facing an equally troubling situation. The collapse in market prices has made it difficult for many of them to recover their production costs. As a result, several farmers have abandoned their pepper gardens, leaving their crops unattended and drying away in the fields. In some areas, goats were seen feeding freely on the neglected gardens.
This year, the pepper farming is not just favorable to we, the pepper farmers. Fertilizer is very, very expensive. When it comes to chemical, very, very expensive. Then, when it even comes to laborers, it's another headache. Even sometimes you'll be looking for the laborers, you won't get them. And even when you get them, then they harvest the pepper, you take it to the market, then there's no price for the pepper. Sometimes the market women will come and deceive we the farmers. They can say, oh, today they are buying 200 Ghana. Then later in the day, they will come and tell you they are buying 80 Ghana, 100 Ghana. What will you do? And you don't have any place that you keep the pepper. So sometimes you have to agree. So it's very, very painful. If you look around, you see that majority of the farms left. They are abandoned farms from farmers because the motivation is not there.
Serious concerns were raised on the sidelines of an election to select new municipal executives for the Peasant Farmers Association of Ghana, PFAG, in the Accra-Tema municipality.
Last 2 years, a bag of maize was going for between 500 to 700, and today they have maize even 300. They are not getting people to buy 300 Ghana cedis for the 100 kg. They have to take labor to go and harvest pepper for the pan. They harvest it, they have to pay the labor for 60 cedis. And then those who come to buy it, bought it for 60 cedis. So it means they are just bringing people to harvest and take the money and go home. So because of that, they thought that it was better for them to just abandon their farms and left. So a few years ago, Navrongo was known for its tomato production. But today, our women are all running to Burkina to go and buy tomatoes, simply because government have not paid attention to the tomato sector. At a recent event that happened in Burkina where our tomato traders were killed, they said that is a lesson for government to focus their attention in supporting them to revamp the tomato production in the region.
The newly elected Accra-Tema municipal chairman of the Peasant Farmers Association of Ghana, Richard Akoka, himself a rice farmer, has called on the government to fulfill its promise of purchasing locally produced food to supply senior high schools across the country. He said this will help mitigate the post-harvest losses farmers are currently facing.
But now we don't have feed because we have struggled, we have advocated, we have demonstrated, we have done all this thing, and we have none. So we are now waiting for government to see whether he will. But he promised us that he will allow the school feeding at the institutions to pick our rice. So we're hoping that with that promise, by all means, when they are picking all our local rice to the institution, then something will happen. They will come and buy our rice.
Reporting for Joy News, Albert Sorry, Navrongo.
That's it for the Pulse today. My name is Kenneth Jesse. The news team returns at 7 p.m. with News Prime. Have a good evening.